Swinging, Baker dropping bombs, truth bombs ringing, Willie hitting harder than a Hell's Gate submission, Savage wrestling podcast, the ultimate collision. No scripts, no mercy, no corporate leash, just three real ones preaching to the marks and the elite. Savage wrestling, USA. Moya Baker, Willie, turn the volume to the max. From the top rope, truth comes crashing down. A fact. James Moya snarling, calling out the fraud. Aaron Baker roasting them, leaving bodies in the yard. Yeah. Billy Alexander with the hot tags and the heat. Three voices, one mission. Keep it brutal, keep it street. Indies to the main event. They cover every war. You want the realest talking wrestling. This is what you're looking for. Turnbuckles rattling, the crowd is going wild. Savage wrestling podcast, the undisputed kings of style. Savage wrestling, Russian. Moya Baker, Willie, bring the pain and never stop. Suplex the fake news straight into the grave. Savage wrestling, louder than a table break, sharper than thumbtacks. Savage wrestling podcast, the undisputed main event and track. You can boo, you can cheer, you can try to run and hide, but the Savage Squad's coming with that unstoppable stride. 1, 2, 3. It's over. It's over. James, Aaron, Willie, the future and the past. When the lights go out and the final bell is rung, you'll still hear us screaming through the smoke and broken tongues. Savage forever! Savage forever! Savage forever! Savage wrestling podcast! Never say never! Never say never.
What's up, everyone? It's just me today for, well, I'll just say it's a really jam-packed episode of Savage Wrestling live show, and we're also doing a SmackDown recap at the same time. I hope everyone has a good weekend. If you guys don't miss it, if you guys missed it, me and Aaron did a For the Boys podcast talking about football mostly and all that, but let's get right into the SmackDown recap show. Yeah, I know I did said last night that I was going to do a show, but I had a really bad headache. I had a migraine, so I just went to bed. So yeah, let's get to the SmackDown from last night on 12/12/25. All right, here we go. We're going to start with opening segment. SmackDown opened with Nick Daltis saying he wants Drew McIntyre to come to the show so he can find a resolution to his suspension. He told Cody Rhodes that Drew's lawyer sent him a letter claiming it was unsafe work environment, which Rhodes crumbled up before heading to the ring. It was a good solid opening. I didn't complain about it. Before he could speak for too long, Omofemi, his music hit, and he strutted his way to the ring to face with his opponent for Saturday night. The NXT champion called himself the future of WWE, and Cody and said Rose times was up, and his time was now, which was a nice Cena reference. It was. Rose tried to walk away, but the rulers stopped him, and they had a staring contest while holding up their titles. It was a pretty simple segment to hype their match this weekend, but simple, not a bad thing. Femi did his job and was what a little time he had to make his point. I gave it a B. Then we have for the first match finally for the show. Ilya Dragunov versus Tommaso Ciampa. Dragunov usually has an open challenge with the US title, but this week it's against Ciampa. Was set up last week following a confrontation between the two. Before the match, Fraxium told Dragunov that they had his back if the things went south. This match has been building for weeks, so they did not waste time getting right to the action. They particularly ran into each other to lock up, start swinging. This was a hard-hitting fight right away. Ciampa has been able to show off in singles matches in quite some time, so it was great to see him remind everyone how good he was, and as a solo act, he could control heading into the break by suplexing the champion against the steel steps. WWE was wise to start the show with this bout because it was doubtful anything else on the card would have gotten the crowd as hype as these two did. They put together through a ringer, and every second of it was entertaining. They wrestled through 2 breaks and had a lot of time to work. The crowd was chanting, "This is awesome," as they were building a climax. Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae interfered, but it didn't stop Dragunov from getting the pin to retain his title. Then at the end, Johnny wrestling attacked the champion until Hayes made the save, which was surprising after Fraxion made a big deal out of being there for Ilya earlier. I gave it an A. It was just a really good match. Next bout. Alexa Bliss versus Lash Legend. I'm starting to like Lash Legend. Before that, the YS6 came out for a rare promo talking about Soul Sakota, the MFTs. Sokoa responded from a big screen. This was a pretty short and didn't do much to advance the feud. Yeah. The next match saw 2 of the competitors from the Women's War Games match go at it when Bliss took on Legend. Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax accompanied their respective tag team partners to the ring. Bliss used her quickness to take control of the powerhouse and send her out of the ring, but Legends catch her in a senton and slammed her onto a barricade. Lash nailed a huge forearm strike that seemed to rock Bliss, and Jax tripped her on the apron to keep her down. Legends countered a DDT and turned it into her finisher for the win. This was a very short and didn't have much going on, but Legend looked like getting the win, and the way she countered Bliss to hit her finisher was cool. I gave it a C. Before that, The Miz and Javante Evans had a segment backstage to set up a singles match. Rhea indicted in a backstage segment that she and the EOS guys are going after the tag titles. Yeah, I got this all fucking spelled wrong. Any spot where Bliss used her double joint elbow is weird because she has seeing an arm bend that way almost made it uncomfortable to watch something bloody. Then the next match, The Miz versus Javante Evans. The boy is bouncy. The Miz and Evans had a match after their heated moment backstage set it up earlier in the show. The A-lister had a control for the first couple of moves, but the High Flyers sent him out of the ring and hit a beautiful moonsault. We returned from the break to see The Miz grounding Evans in a headlock. The young OG made a comeback and hit a few signature moves before nailing the OG cutter for the win. This was long, especially with a commercial break in the middle of it, but Evans looked good getting the win. I gave it a B. I'm telling you, that OG cutter is really, really, really good. I really enjoyed Javante Evans. Let's just see how they're going to book him whenever he gets called up. Oh, we got the next match. Terror Twins versus Aleister Black and Zelina Vega. But before that, Jay Cargill attacked Mia Yim backstage, then gave a quick promo in the ring before Yim came out with the kendo stick to get some revenge. Cargill fought back and left her in the ring lying. The final match of the night, it was the debut. I forgot, yes. The mixed tag bout with Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest reunited to take on Black and Vega. The match got started with the 10 minutes left in the show, so we wouldn't get along going into it. After a short brawl got the match going, Rhea used her specifically powerful advantage to take control of Vega as the show went on to the final commercial break. Vega was able to get the upper hand by going after Rhea's arm. Once the men were tagged in, the Archer of Infamy was able to gain some momentum before Vega jumped into his back to distract him so Black could nail him with a kick to the face. Vega and Black botched the code red, but it looked like both women were fine. Vega hit it a moment later for a 2 count other than the one spot. Everything else in the match was looking good. Rhea scored the win after a riptide after she and Priest hit their similarity Razor's Edge. I gave it a C+. Once again, here's my final words. Once again, Dragunov stole the show on Friday with his United States title defense. This time it was against Ciampa, a man who has been trying to get a shot at the belt for weeks. The Mad Russian has been consistently entertaining wrestler on SmackDown in recent months. Maybe in WWE, he hasn't had a single match that was anything less than a show-stealing performance. The rest, what we got this week was relatively meteoric. The other 3 bouts had their moments, but none of them came close to what we got from Ciampa and Gargano. A lot of attention was put on Cena's final match tomorrow. That'll be today, which it wasn't surprising, but it did feel an overkill after a little while. I gave it a C+. I gave the show a C+. Wasn't a bad show. At least It's not like the Raw review where Aaron goes on a rant about some meats and shit. But this is a different show. God damn it. I'm not gonna rant a whole lot about the show. It got me a C plus. C plus, almost close to a B minus. It was close. Ilya Dragunov's been really, really good. I'm loving the whole United States Open thing. Blah blah blah. Let's see how tonight's Saturday Night Main Event's going. I gotta get that pulled up right after the show. I'll pull the card up after the show. But that is it. I did miss 2 episodes of SmackDown. I did watch them. The one I did not really infratake was the go home show for Survivor Series. That was maybe 2 Saturdays ago. I can't remember. I was dealing with some stuff, so sorry if I've been missing some episodes here and there. We should be on episode 4, not 2. But let's get on to the Savage Wrestling live show, guys. We got a lot to get over, especially Netflix buying out WB. I think there's the meteors and all that shit. Toxic IWC. Gunther's getting hated on. I got Tony Khan saying some ridiculous shit on an interview. What else do I got saved? Ratings. Oh, yeah. John Cena and WWE is getting sued. I don't have the whole fucking WB, the fucking Netflix deal thing on here. Well, shit. Let me go get that real quick. We'll talk about that first. Ah, there it is. All right. You guys didn't know, didn't read, or whatever. Let's get to my bookmarks. Let me pull this up real quick. Then I can show it to you guys. Netflix announced that it has acquired Warner Bros., including HBO Max and HBO, at a deal value of $82.7 billion. Franchises such as The Big Bang Theory, The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, Wizard of Oz, and DC Universe are set to join Netflix as a result. Okay. I know this is old news and all that stuff, but this is wow, holy crap. $82.7 billion. That means Netflix has the rights for all the reruns of The Sopranos, Big Bang Theory, blah, 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 like it said on the bottom. But the wrestling universe don't know that AEW is part of the Warner Brothers Discovery. And their Dynamites and all that stuff, it's on HBO Max. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what's going to happen with HBO Max or HBO. I don't know if HBO is going to, and Netflix is going to blend together into one, because they do have the rights for the channel HBO, but I don't know if that'll be stayed on the cable. HBO Max. I don't know if they're gonna blend it in with Netflix like Disney did with Hulu and all them. Damn it. I don't know what it means for AEW. I'm not trying to shit on AEW or anything like that. Just everyone just calm down. Everything about this whole deal. AEW is probably not going nowhere if it gets to the point where Netflix don't want AEW. That's a sign that probably AEW might have to move to a different network. Or they might have to pull. I don't know if the way this deal is, I don't know if they have the rights for TNT, TBS, True TV, and all that. I don't know if they got the rights to their like the channels and the channels that WB owns, because Warner Brother owns with Warner Brothers. Let's see here. Maybe if I read another thing, I'll search it. It doesn't. Oh, here it is. Plan to separate its streaming studios and global division into separate public trade companies. Blah, blah, blah. Newly separated public traded company holding the global networks division. Discovery Global, which include premier entertainment, sports, and news. Television brand around, including CNN, TV, TNT Sports in the U.S., and Discovery, free to air across the country. Blah, blah, blah. So I think TNT and all of them is separate. I think what Netflix bought, but let's just say they do have the rights for HBO Max. That means AEW has to pull out of HBO Max, because way it looks, I don't know if they're gonna fucking combine it or not. So I don't know if TNT, TBS, and all that's part of the deal. The way I'm reading it, they have it separate. So maybe if I go here. Because the people that were close to buying was Paramount. Paramount almost bought it. I think they asked for they gave them like $100 billion offer, and they took Netflix deal for some reason. Yeah, here we go. And Netflix, Comcast, Paramount, which holds several previous owner by Warner, such as MTV, Nickelodeon, the movie channel VH1, Comedy Central, and BET. Paramount and Warner both has respectable stakes in the CW. I'm trying to find. Merged victorious. Make Netflix victorious in the bidding war. It announces deal with WB to acquire streaming and studios division, which includes access like Warner Brothers, HBO, HBO Max, DC Studios, and DC Entertainment, and the company's media library. Yes, because Netflix gave them 82.7 billion, and Paramount came with their deal with 108.4 billion. And the way this one said is the status is pending. So they must be behind on this. Here, let's just do this. No, Netflix is not buying TBS and TNT. They are part of Warner Brothers Discovery, WBD, which I was right. Access being spun off into a separate company called Discovery. So AEW is not going nowhere. They're still in TBS TNT. If they're still streaming on HBO Max, they're going to take it off. They're probably going to take it out, or they're going to tell Netflix, going to tell them, hey, we don't want AEW on our streaming, on our HBO or their Max. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to see in the future. I don't know, probably maybe the end of the year to figure out what's going on. So everyone in the IWC quit making a big goddamn deal. They own the WB Media Library. What that means, they own DC, HBO Max, HBO. They own anything from Big Bang Theory all the way to Game of Thrones. They just got the library and the streaming platforms. TNT, TBS, and I'm pretty sure True TV are a part of WBD. That's the Discovery. That's what Tony Khan's based on, is Discovery. So everyone needs to just chill out. AEW is not going nowhere. They're going to be staying in TBS and TNT or whatever. I don't know about their streaming platform. I don't know about the them being on a streaming platform. I don't know if, since Netflix bought them, I don't know if they're going to let them stay on a streaming platform. If not, they have other streaming platforms they go to. They can go to Paramount. Actually, if I was them, I go to Amazon. If I was Tony Khan, I move my streaming pay-per-views and shit onto Amazon Prime. It'll be more easy for people, or because I don't see AEW being streamed on Netflix. If Netflix is going to if Netflix is going to keep the HBO Max name, which I'm doubtful they will. I don't think Tony Khan's going to let it's going to have AEW be a part of Netflix, the pay-per-view streaming. If I was them, I go ahead and take it out and go to Amazon or Paramount, because Paramount was part of that deal. So to all the AEW haters, shut the fuck up. AEW is not going nowhere. They're the Collision and Dynamite are staying where they're at, because y'all dumbass can't fucking read. They're part of Discovery. When I first heard about this news, I was thinking, oh, they bought the media, their fucking library. That's all they did. They bought the library. They didn't buy AEW or nothing like that. I'm not an AEW lover or hater. I'm just a wrestling fan. So, calm down, everyone. AEW is not going nowhere. But their pay-per-view streaming might be in jeopardy. So, let's just see what happens down the road. I don't know if This was announced they acquired, but we don't know what's going to happen with their pay-per-view platforms and all that stuff. If I was them, I go ahead and move to like Amazon, or fuck it, throw to Peacock. Go to Peacock. Peacock, maybe Paramount. I don't think. Well, hell, fucking Disney bought a shitload of fucking streaming platforms. But I think Netflix is gonna. Let's just see what happens. I'm not trying to like throw a fucking bone in this whole story. Like, that's the only thing I'll be worried about is my pay-per-views, my PLEs, because their PLEs were streaming on HBO Max. Hopefully, Netflix just keeps the name, just keeps HBO Max how it is. They just have new ownership of HBO Max. That's what they just bought. I promise. That's what Netflix bought. They just went after their library and their fucking streaming platforms. They didn't went after the fucking channels and shit that WB owns. Because TNT and TBS, True TV, I can't remember. I think they also have stakes in the CW and all that. And I can't remember what else channel they have stakes in. That's part of Discovery. That's on their one streaming platform. I think it's that one. Oh, I might be wrong on that one. I think Discovery is just Discovery Channel. But all those channels are part of the WBD. That's the Discovery. Those are the one that owns the channels, the TBS, TNT, and all that stuff. And they own the TNT Sports, Comedy Central, MTV, you name it. They own a bunch of fucking channels. Let me take a drink real quick. But let's just move on. That's all I got to say about the whole TV deal, or the fucking deal. The AEW's not going nowhere. So quit being dicks about it. No, let's talk about this. John Cena and WWE and TKO and others. God damn! Wow, can't fucking read today. A new federal lawsuit filed on Tuesday. This was a while ago. Oh, December 4th. It was last Tuesday. A federal lawsuit filed on Tuesday accused WWE, TKO, John Cena, and others of using unlicensed samples to create John Cena "The Time Is Now" theme song. The lawsuit claims that the horn-driven intro and outro were copied from the 1974 cover recording arrangement by the late Pete Schofield. The complaint was submitted by Schofield's daughter, Kim, who has said she now owns the copyright to the record, and the music she said is original arrangement. The case may hinge on whether those horn sections are protectable elements of the Schofield arrangement or an unlicensed detrived work. This was posted by Brandon Thurston and Post Wrestling. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this one. Well, coming from this person right here on the first comment, this coming from 20 years after the song debut. So a complete bullshit cash grab attempt. Okay. If this is a cash grab from the daughter, since she has the rights to the song, when did he died? P. Schofield. Pete Schofield and the Canadians. I think it's them. Yeah, 1974. What was the song? What was the song? No, it's just 1974. So it's one of these fucking songs. When did he die? I just wanted Pete Schofield. The fucking guy. The musician. No. Singer. You motherfucker. The night the lights went out in Georgia. Right now. Is it this song? Huh. He died in. Is it him? What? Okay, I'm legit getting pissed. The lights went out in Georgia is the sample from the John Cena song. Oh, he died in 95. Oh, damn, he did the song for Dr. No and Goldfinger. That's cool. Yeah, the night went out in Georgia. I'm gonna play it since you guys can't hear it. I want to see if this is a song. Oh, it is. It is. What year did this come out? 74. Do Something Nice Today album. Okay. So he died in 95. I want to know when his daughter got it because it's 20. John Cena had that theme song for 20 fucking years. And now she wants to sue TKO, WB, and John Cena and others for the fucking sample? That sounds like a cash grab to me. Yeah, April 3rd, 1995. Pete Schofield and the Canadian College All-Stars. Huh. But they couldn't give me a fucking picture of him? Yeah, Pete Schofield's daughter. Kim Schofield has been in the news recently due to a federal lawsuit she filed against John Cena and WWE and others. The lawsuit claims the iconic horn arrangement and Cena's entry song "The Time Is Now" were illegally a sample from a 1974 cover arrangement from her father. She states she now owns the copyright to the recording and argues the horn were originally arranged by Peter Schofield. She is seeking to avoid from a previous 2017 settlement with WWE, which seeking damage in excess of $150,000. Allegedly, that the company withheld key information such as upcoming Toyota ad commercials featuring the song and minimized the value of the settlement. Okay. But it took you 20 some years. 20 years? When did he have that theme song? 05? 06? Did he debut in WrestleMania or the night before WrestleMania? I couldn't remember. 20 years and it took you, but they had a previous settlement. They had a previous settlement from 2017. Okay, all right. Let me get this straight. makes me wonder, when did she get the but it took you 20 years to settle a fucking lawsuit, but you did 8 years ago. Yeah, 8 years ago. You settled a lawsuit 8 years ago from 2017, and oh boy, this has hurt my fucking brain a little bit. Um, how? This is my final thoughts on this whole situation. I think this is a cash grab from the daughter of Peter Schofield. Cause but your father died at 95, so we don't know. Vince and Cena could have asked a band member for the sample of the song, even though you got the owner of the copyright. So how did Cena and all them get the arrangement for the fucking horns and shit? Makes me wonder. My final thoughts on it. Oh, I it's a cash grab. I think she's cash grabbing and all that stuff. In other news, Tony Khan, this is from at Battleground IHR. Don't know what that is. Probably another fucking uh, podcast, probably. I don't know. Tony Khan states that AEW has really closed the gap on WWE in a meaningful way this year across the numbers of key metrics. Okay. I'm not gonna be hateful on this episode. I'm not gonna be hateful on this this thing. Tony, how are you how are you guys really closing the gap with WWE? While WWE are selling record numbers every PLEs of every arena as you sold, you can't even sell more than 2,000 tickets. And you guys are averaging now, way it looks, 500 every Wednesday. I'm not trying to shit on you, Tony, but how is that? How is that closing? How is that closing the gap? How is that closing the gap? You might beat WWE in the key demo, which the key demo is dumb because all the key demo is it's demographics on age. You guys are probably good at the maybe 18 to 35, while WWE maybe WWE does 18 to 4 like maybe WWE's key demo is probably 8 to 35 or some shit. AEW's more on older teenager and older adults, while WWE goes for young kids and young and younger adults. I don't know, dude, but Tony, just stop, man. Come on. You and AEW are not closing the fucking gap on WWE. WWE so far this year has been shit, but they are doing record fucking gates every fucking show. And the most you guys sold was all is it All In or All Out? All In, where you did the fucking baseball stadium, and that was like what, 30,000. Hell, you guys could have filled up the Maverick Stadium with that. Just You're not closing the gap, dog. I promise. And I'll get told by people that, oh, they're doing better in the key demo and all that stuff. I don't give a fuck about the goddamn key demo. God damn. Here, I'll play a clip of fucking JD tells me how the state of AEW, which I don't shit on AEW, but he does. I just want to tell you the state of it.
I was this close. I was this close from canceling the stream tonight. Because I'm watching this show and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm like, where is the story? The one thing that I was looking forward to coming out of this tournament, being that they were in the same block, was Claudio Castagnoli and Jon Moxley. Everybody got riled up. Everybody got excited. This is the end. This is the beginning of the end. This is Jon Moxley knocking on the Grim Reaper's door. His days in the Death Riders are over, or seemingly nearing an end. What we got was a 20-minute exhibition. Jon Moxley bleeding, as usual. And the show quickly goes off the air with absolutely nothing as far as a story is concerned. You could have shaved off 5 minutes, gotten the same result, and maybe ended the show with something that is interesting to get people to say, hey, man, I enjoyed how that show ended. I can't wait to see what happens next week. No, they don't operate that way. They don't operate that way, unfortunately. Not surprising, but that's not how they work. The Continental Classic is in its second week, and by no means have the matches been bad. The thing is, AEW thinks that they're going to have some epic, unbelievable, extraordinary tournament because of the quality of the wrestling matches. Bro, I don't give a fuck how many quality matches are in this tournament. We all know what the tournament final is going to be. And
where he's going, but like the matches are not bad in AEW. They're not. Like there's some matches I do enjoy in AEW. But the whole Continental Classic, we know who's gonna who's gonna be the finalists. It's gonna be Okada take a shit. Tanahashi, I think or take it Tatesha. It's gonna be Okada and Tatesha in the finals because they've been they're fucking AEW's been like fucking warming up, like they're teasing Okada Tatesha. That's where he's gonna go. The Continental Classic thing, I think, is. I remember the first year the Continental Classic came out, it was so fucking awful. Then, yeah, I'll let him continue, and then
I'm looking for is some similarity, some semblance of a fucking story. Where is it? Where is it? You got people up and down on social media glazing. Oh, Kyle Fletcher, Kevin Knight. Yeah, a great match. JD from NY 706. I can't sit here and use the excuse of, well, that was a great match. Bro, this show is utterly fucking boring. Boring. We've had to sit through 3 of these fucking tournaments, with this year being the 3rd. It was cool, unique, and different in the first year. They actually...
No, it wasn't. The first year was a fucking mess. Because the whole fucking point system was so fucking off. And somehow Eddie Kingston came back being negative and won it. That was stupid.
They told some stories in the first year. Danny Garcia and him going winless, and then him meeting Brody King in the tournament, getting that win. Eddie Kingston fighting from negative to come back and beat Bryan Danielson in the tournament. I mean, it's fucking, it was so good. It's also when AEW was, actually watchable.
It was.
Bro, we've gotten 2 weeks of this shit and nothing even close to what they did in the first year. I am sick and tired of just watching good pro wrestling. Really. We got Pac and Okada. Two great wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
I have absolutely zero emotion to give either one of these guys. They're both heels. They're both heels. One is in the Don Callis family holding 3 championships, one of which is in the Continental Classic, up for grabs, after we were told that the International Championship and the Continental title were unified to create one singular championship, but the lineages of said championships will remain on in the annals of AEW history, only to then find out that they're de-unifying them. The Continental Championship is on the line. Okada's walking around with the International Championship, asking questions of why didn't he defend the International Championship this entire time if they were de-unified the entire time. Carrying around an International Championship when they just created a National Championship because it's the same fucking thing, just under a different name. The International Championship and the National Championship are the same title. They only created the National Championship to make sure and to make Ricochet look like he's someone important.
Wow.
So he can go around bragging that he and his boys are in demand. Sorry, bro. Nobody in that group is ever going to be in demand. Nobody in that group is ever going to fucking put an ass in a seat. Nobody in that group is ever going to fucking shoot the ratings up where they need to be. And nobody gives a shit about the National Championship. Any questions? This company is a fucking mess. This company's a mess. Okada and Pac, Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher, Jon Moxley and Claudio. AEW centered their show around pro wrestling and barely any story. On top of that, Samoa Joe is defending the AEW World Championship against Eddie Kingston next week at Winter is Coming. What did Eddie Kingston do to deserve a World Championship match? Do we need a World Championship match next week? Oh, but JD, he beat Shibata on Collision. I didn't know beating Shibata nets won a World Championship. It's news to me. Before that, the guy was teaming with Hook. Before that, the guy was on the fucking pre-show for Full Gear Wrestling, JD Drake and Anthony Henry. Who? Exactly. Yet Eddie Kingston's in a World Championship match. Do you know how laughable that is? But he's Eddie Kingston, JD. I don't give a fuck who he is. He's done nothing. Nothing. On top of that, did they send Hook out there with the microphone this week to cover why he turned his back on Eddie Kingston and why he joined the Ops again? No, they didn't do anything close to that. They just put Shibata and Hook and Will Hobbs in a match against the fucking Dark Order. The Dark Order wrestled on Dynamite the 3rd of December, 2025. So what that means is, chat, being that the Dark Order was on this show, Evil Uno and fucking the rest of them out there, that means that AEW Fight Forever had absolutely 0 people online playing its game. The only 3 people that are playing the game are all the members of the Dark Order. This show sucks. This company sucks. Week by week, it is breaking everybody's mental state. The sheer stupidity of the booking, the absolutely non-existent story, and the ice-cold feeling that we're getting going into the winter. Winter is certainly coming because the fucking company hasn't been as cold as this ever. So the name is appropriate. I could really just end the stream right there. Oh, with that hook situation, by the way, they saved it for a 2.5-minute clip on YouTube. I seen some people online. Oh man, this was a great sit down with Alicia too. 2.5 minutes. You could not wrap your brain around the production of this show and the format of this show to include this into the actual broadcast. I got to go out of my way to go watch it on YouTube when you can simply splice it into the fucking show. Like anybody's going to give a shit about what Hook has to say on YouTube. The video is going to do what? 25 to 30,000 views on YouTube? Nobody gives a shit. This podcast will do more views than the fucking Hook sit down with Alicia Toot. I don't know why they just couldn't have this kid go out there with a fucking microphone and explain to us and give us some fucking story about why he did what he did and where they're going. Don't even get me started on the women. Don't even get me started on the women. AEW sent Toni Storm, Mina Shirakawa, Megan Bayne, and Marina Shafir in a semifinal women's tag team title tournament match and made it a holiday hardcore match. Bro, Christmas isn't for another 3 weeks. What holidays are we celebrating? This is AEW's version of basically going to Target well before Halloween and you're already hearing fucking Christmas music. Shut the fuck up. I want to shop in peace without hearing fucking Mariah Carey. Because there's no human male alive that's going to sit there and listen to fucking Mariah Carey. Will Washington, you fucking pussy. Give me a fucking break. Him, this company, and the fucking creative team are utter dog shit. Candy cane kendo sticks wrapped in barbed wire. Tables wrapped in gift wrap. Glass. Santa Claus delivering presents. Man, that TNA AMC deal is looking better and better every time I think about it.
Oh my God. Oh. Thank you for Jason from SAT for that pose. Oh my God. See, I don't have a problem with AEW. I don't. But here's my situation. I just now noticed something on WrestleTix that they're selling more tickets in the UK and the internationals than the US. How come he just won't go to the UK if they're selling more tickets in the international? Which I know people are going to tell me they barely get wrestling over there. Yeah, that's true. But I think the UK and all that are more hardcore based wrestling than the Americans. I can't tell you why AEW are not selling a lot of tickets. I don't know why. Maybe it's because their product's not as good like it was from 2019 to 2021. I can't tell you I am not in Tony Khan's ear. Maybe Tony needs to have a meeting. Let's just say, hey, he needs wrestlers on his, like, veterans on his side. Maybe Jerry Lynn needs to be on his side. Who else is over there? Dean Malenko. Just to tell him, hey, this is what we need to do. We need to stop with the fucking hardcore matches. Let's tone them down a little bit. And anything that John Moxley tell him, just fucking tell him no. Mercedes Moné, you need to tone down on her a little bit. Her and these goddamn 20 belts, it needs to stop. The women's tag team title tournament, that needs to go away. Tony, you don't need another belt. Then, like JD said earlier about the whole international, continental, and I can't remember, and the fucking the unified belt. And the reason they made it a national belt so Ricochet could fucking be something. I'm not trying to take shots on fucking Ricochet. But Ricochet, you're more of a mid-carder. Don't hate on me. Because them being in it's a Dynamite Collision at Manchester, December 17th. That's next Wednesday. They have almost 12,000. They had 10,000 distribute. Their setup is like almost 11,500. Why not just go to the international pool? The fucking the UK crowd is fucking rowdy. Maybe go, I don't know if they sell well in Canada. They go to Canada and all that. I can't, I'm not telling Tony how to run his company, but what Tony needs, he needs to have a massive meeting. We're like, all right, how we could change this from our ratings from 500,000 to almost to 1 million. And I need people, he needs legit writers for his show. He cannot do all the writing. He needs to step aside, just let him be the fucking president, let him be the president, have CEO, COO, fucking writers. He needs to have people on his side, not just him. He needs I think his problem is, I don't think he trusts people on his style of booking and all that shit. I'll admit it, his booking is not that good. The reason 2019 all that were good, because he had Cody Rhodes, he had CM Punk, he had Chris Jericho, he had Young Bucks win before the fucking incident, before them showing the tape. FTR was good. The fucking Lucha Brothers. He had all these Omega. Hey man, that's different. He had all these names. Now there's rumors that Chris Jericho is going back to WWE for a fucking retirement tour. Omega, his health is deteriorating. He don't have a whole lot left in him. Young Bucks, you finally turned him babyface after being doing that shitty fucking heel run. Hangman, you should have stick him. Hangman Page, you should have just stick him as a heel. I just thought his fucking heel run was good. Swerve, keep him as a babyface. Don't turn him heel. And all these factions you guys got, tone them down. We'll keep the Don Callis family. The conglomerate, whatever the fuck called, disband them. The ops, disband them. There's just too many groups in AEW. There's another thing. You need new commentators. Excalibur, he talks too fucking fast. He doesn't let anything breathe. When a wrestling match come on, Tony Schiavone, hit the doors. You're too old for this shit. GR's older than you. He can still fucking hit it. But they only use Jim Ross for fucking big matches. Fuck, throw in Nigel McGuinness in that table spot. And, who else can Nigel? Fuck, make Daniel Bryan a fucking commentator, or fucking Adam Cole a commentator. Let's see how that goes. Excalibur's too fucking fast. He's not letting every fucking match breathe. He has to make sure every ad and all that shit, it's crunched in 10 seconds, not let it breathe. Tony Schiavone's too, he doesn't have it no more. Hell, fucking Mike, fucking call Mike today. Have him do the fucking cruiserweight or the fucking flippity do shit like he did in WCW. Let him call the international matches. If Don West was still alive, imagine Mike today and Don West and fucking AEW. That would be fucking banger. So fuck yeah. Let's talk about our sponsors real quick. Our first sponsor, Space Panda. Oh, I'm in the wrong website. You want your Delta 9, Delta 8 gummies, feel the aches and pains, or you have a hard time sleeping? Get you a bottle of some Delta 9s, Delta 8 gummies. They'll help you get through the day and help you sleep through the night. They are rated number 1 in Delta 8, Delta 9 brands. Their goal is to produce top quality Delta products that stands out in the market. They use premium Delta 8, Delta 9 stuff, which undergoes lab testing, manufacturing, and all that stuff. There's no bullshit in their stuff. It's quality tested. It's quality tested with third parties and certified. It's just good stuff. So you've got the aches and pains, you have a hard time sleeping, get you some Space Panda. Because they got the new flavors called Nova Lime. It's a pixel lime. And it's guaranteed great shit, great stuff. And all that. They even got fucking popsicle suckers and shit. God, I can't fucking speak today. But we do have a code for them. Savage Pod for 10% off for Space Panda. Then our next commercial. We all know it's winter here in where me and Aaron live. It's cold over here. But you want some fucking hoodies and all that shit. Get your get your hands on our apparel company, Cowboy Revolutionary Company, which they are still running a sale. Buy 2 hats, get the 3rd free. They got everything. They got limited edition hats. Make sure you get your spot in that. God damn it. Let's just do it this way. I hate their front page. And it's still fucking loading. Come on. Are you done loading? Might have to refresh, guys. Oh, and then it pops up right after I fucking refresh. Oh, these websites. I could run a better fucking website. Let's go to their collection. How about that? They got everything. They got the Trent Cowie collection. He's a country musician. They got cell phone cases. They got fucking key rings, pants, shorts, hoodies, long sleeves, short sleeves, women apparel. You name it. Where me and Aaron live, we gotta wear hoodies, long sleeve shirts, and all that stuff. So let's all get bundled up. And you guys live in like in Texas, California, and all that, well, you can buy shorts and tank tops and all that shit. But we do have a fucking code for them. Savage Pod for 15% off. Yeah, 15% off for Cowboy Revolution apparel. And our final sponsor for today, it's our number 1 sponsor. It's Dubby's Energy. Are you tired of feeling jitter and just want to crash after drinking a Monster, a Red Bull, and a Rockstar? Any of them that will have organic, healthy energy? Dubbies don't have that. What Dubbies does is clean energy where you don't feel the jitters, crash, and all that stuff. Which they have 2 new flavors. They are collab with Chainsaw Man. They got the orange flavor, and they have a sweet and sour flavor, Blue Raz. If you're not down with that, they got bundles for you to start. They got super content starter bundles where you get a tub, 6 samples, a hat, and a shaker. Or you want to just get the content creator one where you get 5 sticks and a tub and a shaker. Then they got other bundles with their Dubbies shaker cups. Or if you want the starter sample, you get 3 flavors in a in a shaker. And they got the hydros, but they got the hydro sticks and the shaker. They have the chef choice. They surprise you with any tub they want. They have a mystery bundle. They got the chainsaw collector's bundle. You get a tub and 4 their Chainsaw Man shakers. They have the hydras. They have the sticks. They don't have the cans no more. I think they're done with the cans. They got all these cool fucking shakers. They got hats. They got hoodies. They got mouse pad. They got a flag. They don't have cans no more, guys. I know people were asking me about their cans. I think they're done with the cans for now. I hope they bring it back. I hope they bring back the cans. They got everything. Also, before I give you the code for our discount, they will help you out. If you don't live in this, whatever, if you live far away from California, this is what these guys are. I'm not trying to shit on them. But just say if you live in like fucking New Hampshire or something and you get hit with this ridiculous shipping and handling massive fee, don't worry, they'll help you out. If you buy a bundle, if you bundle your stuff in, they will cut it in half, help you out. And plus, when they cut that in half, you can also use our code SavagePop for 10% off. How about that? Dubbies. Me and Aaron has nothing but good things about this company. They are very delicious. I need to start ordering some. I do have shakers. I don't have my camera on, but if you guys pay attention to my background, I do have 2 Dubbies cup on my window thing. They are very delicious drinks. I had the Tiger Blood and the Calio Cream. That's probably the two my favorite. But I'll probably order the Chainsaw Man and the Blue Raz, or the Japanese Yazoo flavor, or the soda. I don't know. And they do have one that you can mix it with milk. It's called S'mores. Hey, W's, make some more stuff you combine with milk, like cookies and cream, vanilla milkshake, chocolate milkshake, strawberry cream. No, you can make fucking pumpkin spice. Oh, I fucking care. 10% off Savage Pod. All right, let's get to the main event. All right, Gunther is getting a lot of hate because what he said on an interview. I don't have to bring it up because I remember what he said. He said he's going to rather feel safe with John Cena than Goldberg. And he's right. Because last time Goldberg wrestled, really, has it been that long? I can't remember what. I don't think Goldberg ever wrestled anyone but before Gunther. I remember Undertaker. And Undertaker said it. He was not safe. Gunther was scared that he was going to hurt him. And you people are just shitting on the guy. Oh, he's in the wrong company if he says he's a professional wrestler, not a professional entertainer. Give me a fucking break. Some of y'all need a choke. Good Lord. The guy is a fucking draw. And we'll just see what happens tonight. Because I won't be able to see it. I'll probably see it when I get home from work. Jesus fucking Christ. People, some of y'all ain't wrestling fans. I just think y'all are wrestling fans just to be rage baiters. So what? He chops, he power bombs, he clotheslines, blah blah blah. But he's a very entertaining wrestler. Some of y'all with the whole LA Knight thing. He's gonna be okay. He's fine. I've been hearing rumors they're gonna do big things with him when he comes back. And hopefully involves him winning the Royal Rumble and getting the main event spot. I'm going to disagree with Aaron. I do see something in LA Knight. I do. Yes, what I said last Monday, that he has an attitude problem in the backstage, I think he does. But I disagree with the Raw Recap crew that, oh, he's nothing but upper mid card and all that. I see something in fucking LA Knight. I do. Jesus Christ, if they get Jey Uso the fucking belt because all he said was yeet, how come they can't get the belt to fucking LA Knight? Because all he says is yeah. What's the problem with that? LA Knight could wrestle better than Jey Uso. LA Knight was a world champion TNA. He had a really good run with it. I understand people. He's not booked wrong. LA Knight's not been booked wrong. This whole tournament thing, y'all need to chill out. Everyone knew Gunther was going to be his final opponent. People's been saying Gunther was going to be the final opponent. It's not going to kill Gunther. There's Gunther fans out there. You're actually really cool people. It's not going to kill him if he takes a loss. I have a lot of Gunther fans agree with me. But if Gunther does win this match, I don't really fucking care if John Cena fucking cares. I don't think this whole retirement tour thing wasn't that bad. Besides Dwayne fucking it all up. If y'all want to point fingers at the whole retirement run, you're all pointing fingers at Triple H. Triple H don't book. Y'all know that, right? He just says yes or no, and he produces the show. His bookers are his friends. Road Dogg, Shawn Michaels. I can't remember who was Raw. I think Bruce is. I think he's the head honcho for the booking committee in Raw. I know Abyss is part of the committee. Shawn Michaels fine. Road Dogg. I don't have my camera on. I'm giving him a middle finger. Jesus fucking Christ. Yes, LA Knight it's over with the crowd. I think he's more over than Jay, because Jay's fan base is more of children and younger teens. Because it's a great thing to say yeet, because it's a brain rot word. LA Knight just says yeah. He's more of a better wrestler than Jey Uso. Blah blah blah. But I'm gonna get back to the Gunther thing real quick. But hang on, just hold on. I'd rather have LA Knight as my main star than Jey Uso. Put Jay back in the tag team, because it's better for him. Like Survivor Series, I was enjoying the whole men's thing until the fucking running back thing. That killed it for me. The ending on the match wasn't flat for me. I figured someone was going to interfere. Everybody's thinking it's fucking Montez Ford. I think there's two people. I think it's Austin Theory and Montez Ford. But there's other people saying it's Seth Rollins. You guys don't realize he legit has surgery on his shoulder, and it takes a while to recover. Why would they do that again with Seth Rollins after he did it? I can't remember which fucking pay-per-view it was, where he faked a knee injury to cash in his money in the bank. And why would he help the Vision after they kicked him, after Bronze kicked his ass from Monday to Sunday, twice on Sundays? Some of y'all ain't fucking wrestling fans. I think you're all just a bunch of rage baiters, just to rile up the crowd, rile up the community. I see something in LA Knight. I do see something in LA Knight. But he's not booked. He's not booked wrong. Just chill out. But let's get back to the Gunther. Then we'll talk about Saturday Night Main Event card. Oh, he's in the wrong company. He needs to go AEW. To do what? Besides do a fucking rival, then a rivalry with someone, then not get booked. Gunther's fine. Y'all get butthurt whatever a wrestler is on an interview and all that stuff. And well, I mean, I don't like what he said. He's boring. Goldberg should have dropped on his neck. Let me tell you this. Gunther would have ate the fuck out of Goldberg. He would have chewed him up and spit him out. Remember, Goldberg's old. Go for the legs. He was limping through that match. If I would have fucking shoot fight him, I'd go for the fucking leg. Fuck Goldberg. And fuck you for shitting on Gunther. Leave Gunther alone. He's the next big thing for WWE. And no, I'm not catching shades with Aaron and Jonte from the Raw Recap team. What I'm saying, I do see something in LA Knight. I do. They're just too passionate. They're just too passionate. Here's my solution. The lowest grade I ever gave was a fucking C minus. I maybe threw a D on a fucking SmackDown. I think on my first episode of SmackDown, because that fucking Fraxium in that one match was not fucking good. Fraxium DIY. You could tell that was so rehearsed. What I'm saying, y'all are saying that I'm too nice, I'm too awful. I'm not too awful. I'm just too nice for a fucking wrestling review thing. Listen here. I've been a wrestling fan for almost 30 goddamn years. I've been a wrestling fan longer than Aaron and Jonte combined. I'm not shitting on those boys. I'm not. They can do whatever they want on their fucking recap show. I'm just not into like the whole Jon Moxley wrestling thing, where he has to wrestle every wrestling match he's in, and he has to bleed, or you make sure he puts fucking shit in your fucking fingernails and all that shit. I can't do that. That's not wrestling. That's called outlaw wrestling. I'm not old. I'm 33 years old. I've been a wrestling fan for almost 30 years. I was 4 years old. When I witnessed Hogan turn his back on WCW. That was my first ever wrestling moment. That was my first wrestling pay-per-view I ever watched. Hogan turned his back on WCW, and he was the third man of the NWO. Don't tell me about wrestling. I could tell you what I feel about each wrestler on each roster. That includes AEW, WWE, New Japan, TNA, you name it. Everybody thinks I shit on AEW. I don't shit on AEW. I just said it earlier what Tony needs to do. He needs to drop the booking shit to a fucking wrestler that knows wrestling and let someone book his shit for him. Let him be a president. He needs to be a Vince McMahon. He just needs to watch the fucking monitor, and that's all he needs to do. He doesn't need to do booking. He needs a team of writers and bookers, and better agents. I said what I said about the whole Jon Moxley and Hangman Page at All In or All Out. Can't remember. I can't remember what Aaron gave it. Oh, I can't remember. It was a high grade. I was not trying to rage bait it. I was being honest. That was probably the most flat ending of that match. Reason it was so flat because the fucking retard didn't realize, oh shit, I'm really getting choked out. That's how stupid Jon Moxley is. And he's from Ohio. We're not that stupid. This is my last thing I'm going to say. Don't tell me how to run a podcast if I don't know wrestling. I know wrestling. I've been a fan. By next year, it'll be 30 years. 30 fucking years I've been a wrestling fan. 4 years old. I was 3 going on 4. I was just a young little lad. I wasn't even a Hogan fan. I was a Sting fan. Because fuck Hogan. Don't like Hogan. And I'll be honest with you, I don't like John Cena. All I see is Hulk Hogan. Sorry, John Tay. I know you're really emotional with this whole retirement run. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about this retirement thing. Only retirement thing I'm ready for, AJ Styles, Chris Jericho, and fucking CM Punk. And maybe Brock Lesnar. Depends on what they're going to do with him. CM Punk was my idol. I enjoyed Sting's last run. I did. I enjoyed that match with him and Darby and Young Bucks. I enjoyed that match. Besides that fucking spot that Glass got in every fans and I think the front row. I enjoyed that match. I think I even told Aaron I enjoyed it. I loved it. I think the only match I liked on this Johnson retirement was him and AJ Styles. And don't worry, Aaron. I got a prediction. Here's my prediction. Remember the whole Jacob Fatu thing? Calling it. Cody Rhodes did it. Cody Rhodes attacked Jacob Fatu because I had that feeling Jacob Fatu, he's going to get something when he's coming back. I don't know. I got him and LA Knight having a breakout year next year. I don't give a fuck about the John Cena thing. I never really cared for John Cena. All I see is a fucking Hulk Hogan. I was a fan of Triple H when he was young. When I was young. I like Sting and Triple H. Then Stone, hold on. I enjoy Sting. Then my dad introduced me to WWE. You know who I saw first? Stone Cold. I enjoy Stone Cold. Then I saw Triple H. Then The Rock. Then The Undertaker. Then Kane. Then Mankind. Then I was more lenient to the WWE, but I still watched WCW to watch my boy Sting. The only thing I really liked from WCW was Sting. Maybe Ric Flair. And Roddy Piper. Don't tell me I don't know wrestling where I know wrestling. That's all I gotta say. I know motherfucking wrestling. I know my damn wrestling. Okay. Damn, Gunther Sokola's match was 19 minutes. Huh. Yeah, so I'm looking at the Wikipedia page real quick on the 4 matches for Saturday Night Main Event. Yes, it's going to be commercials included. I'm not going to bitch about it because I don't bitch about commercials because I'm old school. You know what's funny? I got ads on my damn streaming service. Because I'm old school. Okay. Also, before we'll get to the match card, then we'll end the show. There might be some changes onto this on the schedule on the show. If I talked to Aaron yesterday After the show, I told him the future plans. Don't worry, I'll give you guys an update down the road. We'll just say if something changed, this show will not be on Fridays. It will probably move to Sundays. If it does change, don't worry. I'll probably do the SmackDown recaps probably Saturdays. I'll just have to watch what I can and do my notes. And I'll probably do a good 30 to 45 minute shows. I don't go longer than Jonte and Aaron goes. We're Willie, I'm still waiting on Willie to do his trivia show whenever he gets a hold of me. Aaron Jonte's thing will still be on Mondays. We'll just say if this thing happens that I might be involved into the Monday recap, but I'm just going to be a third wheel on that show. Don't worry about me. I'll be part of their show. For the boys, I might move that to a let's say a Tuesday. I'll move that Tuesdays. Tuesday or a Monday. So let's get to the main event. Then we'll call it a day. I don't know if people can see that. How do people... Oh, shit. Well, I don't want Dragon Lee, motherfucker. I'm trying to figure out... Oh, shit. No, I don't want to fucking screenshot this. I'm trying to zoom in. Let me zoom in. Oh, damn it. Oh, well. I hope y'all can see that. I'm trying to figure out how to zoom in so y'all can see better. Huh. Hmm. Oh, well. Actually, let's do it this way. How about this? Which button is it? Let's get a screenshot. And let's put that as our overlay. No, that is not overlay. Yes. Yes, it is. It is an overlay. God damn it. Did I not save that bitch? God damn it. Hold on. Yes. Add file. Where the hell can it be? Here it is. Okay. Let's do an overlay. Oh, that's much better. All right. first match. I don't know if this is gonna be how it is. The first match is Cody Rhodes versus Omofemi championship match. I kind of want Cody to win, but if Obo wins, I don't think it really hurts Cody. Hopefully, it gets him a little more heelish down the road. Bayley versus Sol Ruka. Give me Sol Ruka. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Might have AJ and Dragon Lee win this. It ain't gonna hurt Javon and Slater. John Cena versus Gunther. It's not gonna hurt both people. I kind of see John Cena winning this. It's not going to hurt Gunther, but if Gunther wins, it's not going to hurt Cena. It's his last match. Give me Cena. And this is at Washington, D.C., the Capital One Arena. John Cena's last show ever. So, oops. No, don't leave the studio, you shipple fool. What is off? Like I said, if anything changes in the future, I'll let you guys update. We might move the show a Sunday. For the boys, I might figure something out with that one. Might make that a Tuesday or a Monday morning thing. That's all I got to say. So, hope you all have a good morning, good evening, and good night.
Really bring the pain and never stop. Suplex the fake news straight into the grave. Savage, wrestling, louder than a table break, sharper than thumbtacks. Savage wrestling podcast, the undisputed main event is track. You can boo, you can cheer, you can try to run and hide, but the Savage Squad's coming with that unstoppable stride. 1, 2, 3. It's over. The future and the past. When the lights go out and the final bell is rung, you'll still hear us screaming through the smoke and broken tongues. Savage forever, savage forever, savage forever, savage wrestling.